Welcome everyone to this ClickCreate Artist Spotlight. Today we have Christian Levitt. What words describe your artistic style?
I would say my artistic style, well, obviously it's 3D, so it has an element of that. I come to call it magic realism. I like to build these scenes that looks very realistic and try and come to close as I can to real proportions and photorealism and all that. I'm very inspired by various photographers because that's the business I used to be in. I used to be a high-end retoucher doing a lot of interior, but also a lot of fashion. So you'll see interior in a lot of my scenes combined with various fashion elements and the way you do post-production. The magic part is where I add either the cloth or now the birds or swarms, or let's actually settle on synthetic nature. I put in an element of the impossible, right? And you can interpret it the way you want. That's how I would describe it, as magic realism. Something realistic, pulling on the impossible.
What inspires you to create?
What inspires me to create is, it's not really an option. It's not something I can choose. It's something that just has to happen. I get depressed if I'm robbed of the ability to create. It's like breathing. It has to come out somehow. So it's hard not to, if that makes any sense. I get inspired from books, movies, brief interactions with people, poetry, music. When I really started to create art I was happy about was actually frustration with clients in my line of work. Like, I was working with the Danish Royal Theatre. They wanted to go one route, and I really disliked that route and tried pushing back a lot. I got frustrated because they kept wanting to go another way, and it's clients, so you kind of have to do what they want, right? What happened was I went home and I was like, I'm gonna do this my own way. And I did, and that felt really good. And the reaction to that image I created back then was really good. I mean, it was a good feeling. It was a positive thing. Like, I had done a lot of stuff before, but this felt a lot more like I had found my place. I knew where I wanted to go, and it felt right.
What are your goals as an artist?
Well, basically to be happy with what I create and push myself as an artist. I want to improve all the time. Like, my new piece that I'm working on has to be better than the last one. So I want to push the boundaries. I want to see myself involved and get better. I want to use the technologies, the newest technologies available. If I'm one day living fully off my art, I've reached one of my main goals as a digital artist.
What advice can you offer to aspiring artists?
Keep doing what you're doing. Remember, not everything has to be mended. Focus on doing art to explore your own style, especially if you're just getting started and so on. It's taken me like 15 years to find a style and a place as an artist. Take your time. Go fast and go slowly at the same time. And don't expect to be living off art unless you do something fucking incredible. Explore what you can and try to find a style that sets you apart from the rest of us.
What were your goals for this ClickCreate edition?
Mise-en-scene, the whole mise-en-scene is a continuation of this overarching theme I have in my art. Seeing Stalin's murmur or like Sardines' school, seeing these things happen in nature is fucking breathtaking. It's wild, right? But it's something I'm afraid that we might lose with the way we are going about our planet, the way we push its resources and the way we are killing off species every day, right? So I want to preserve what we see in nature digitally I have this bleak vision that someday we won't be able to see Starling's murmur anymore. We will have to see it on video or go to a museum and see an art piece that mimics this. So mise en scene is all about motion, it's all about flow, it's about imperfect perfection of nature. So the underlying message is let's try and be careful and not take for granted what we have.